Hi students, so today we have Mr. Kshitij Ahuja with us. Kshitij has been working in the field of PR and communication for last 11 years. Presently, he is working with Strive and he handles the brand and PR for the company. Kshitij has also done his master's in English after doing his BA honors in English from Delhi University. He's also done his MBA in marketing. So welcome to Education View 360, Kshitij.
Hi, pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So, Kshitij, we move on to our first question. To begin with, please tell our students what is PR and what does it entail?
Sure. So, I think PR is anything which is related to the reputation of an organization. It's basically not marketing, it's not advertising, but it's anything which is being written about you, anything that you see in the papers, anything that uh, hear about it from a third party person is a function driven by PR. So anything which is going to a third party platform as a voice for your organization, because at the back end you have been telling that story through them, all of that comes under PR. So it's reputation building, if I have to just sum it up in a couple of words.
Right, right. Kshitij, your next question is please tell our students what are the organizations and people that you deal with in the capacity of a PR?
Sure. So when you talk of a PR professional, there are two ways to go about it. One is that you get employed by a PR agency, which is essentially an agency which is dealing with multiple brands at the same time. And they are the drivers for the communication pillars that the organization wants to tell. So the story that the organization wants to tell is driven through the PR agency and then led to a lot of other third party stakeholders, which can be your media people, all your publications, journalists. It can be event organizers. It can be your stakeholders. Even your leadership becomes a stakeholder in this. And of course, when it comes to reputation management, there is also an element of crisis communication, which if something goes wrong with anything at your organization, whether it is a sexual harassment case or it is a mishap at a manufacturing unit or something that a leadership might have said, which is misconstrued by the audiences. So crisis communication also becomes an important part uh, for PR professionals. The other way is that you directly get employed at an organization in the corporate communications team, which is generally very closely working with the marketing team nowadays. Increasingly, those functions are becoming or coming closer, and there you deal with there you deal with the organization. Of course, you become responsible for what you want to say. You are the person who's driving that agenda for the organization, and then you're taking help of a PR agency to take it forward to the stakeholders. So these are the two steps that work in tandem with each other. Your employability is at both, really. If you want to work with multiple brands, if you want to just explore different kinds of things, then a PR agency is generally preferred as the first stepping stone, because you understand a lot of basics, a lot of processes, a lot of understanding of the market. And then eventually once the basics are in, then you go and be responsible for a brand.
Right. I have actually one more question come up to my mind. If you don't mind, shall I ask?
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
Kshitij, also, I mean, once you talked about the issues at hand that a PR might have to deal with, so that really brings another question to my mind. What sort of curriculum do you study when you study this course? I believe it must be a very comprehensive curriculum. It's not only the language and communication; it must include a part of law and other things. Can you throw a little light on that?
Sure. So when you actually go for these courses, they teach you the basics of communication, of course. There are different strategies in place, how to deal with a situation, how do you go to the market with that story, because it's really, a combination of science and art, really, because you have to be really impressive with your story, but there is a bit of science that goes behind it, and there are proper steps that you have to take in. You have to do research, you have to do competitive landscape mapping, you have to talk to your stakeholders, drive an agenda, and all of those things come in. And of course, a part of that is also crisis communication. Like I said, if something goes wrong with the organization, there is a module that is taught in these courses to be able to tackle that situation. And increasingly with PR, also policy communication is becoming important, because a lot of organizations are dealing with things that are, especially the online players, are dealing with a lot of policy workmanship around them. So it's becoming, it is actually, it's not becoming, it's already a separate unit of PR completely. So as a communications professional, you can also excel in policy comms and make a career out of it.
Right. So my next question is that what all disciplines can students take at their undergraduation and post graduation level to be able to take career in PR in future?
Actually, it's a very free flowing career opportunity. It's basically more aptitude driven rather than your skill set. So I was like a medical student. I had PCMB, uh, aiming to be an engineer or a doctor or whatever, but I got into PR. So there is no limitation at all. You can enter the world of PR if you have the right aptitude for it. Uh, One thing that really helps is the content capability. So if at a very early age, if you're able to master the language and just be more aware about things that are happening around you. Anybody who's a people's person really helps in this regard. So if you're able to strike conversations, bring in context of what is happening around you, and also are good with content, then sort of becomes a good package to come into PR. So
Right.
no limitations really.
Right. So my understanding is basically you can be from any discipline. You need to have mastery over your communication skills. Your general awareness has to be very strong.
Yeah.
Your interpersonal skills have to be very strong, and you can make a career in PR. Right. That's great.
Yeah.
So, can you just list out a few educational institutions in the country which take specific course in PR?
Sure. So this list keeps changing, but as per the current like top 10, IAMC is one of the leading uh, academic institutions, which someone can enroll after their graduation. And they have an extensive PR and advertising course. Then there are others like AJK, Mass Communication at Jamia Millia, or even XIC in Mumbai. Even SIMC in Pune has an extensive course. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, from where I did my course, is again a good curriculum and is well reputed in the fraternity. So there are a lot of institutions in the country which are now more so, being more aggressive about these vocational, which used to be very very vocational courses, but it's become very very mainstream now, and people are enrolling and getting on with it.
Yes, you are right. So, Kshitij, tell me one thing. Now, everybody talks about integration of technology. So, do you think in your field also technology plays an important role? If a student is doing a PR, is it advisable to take up some other courses which would help them improve their skill level and employability level?
Sure. So actually, PR through years have changed drastically. It used to be very driven by appearing in newspapers, being very very top notch with media relations, and that used to be about it. But it's become much more now. It's a very, very integral part of the marketing function now, where PR and marketing work very closely together, because ultimately you're a brand at the end of the day and you want to tell a consistent story. The only difference is that marketing, you have your own channels and you can be more promotional in the nature of communication. But when it comes to PR, you have to actually tell a story that your organization wants to tell. What is the issue that they are solving? What are the new things that they are doing, and whatever pillars you decide as an organization to go ahead with. And a PR professional has to take that story to a third person, whether it is an event that you're appearing at, or whether you're speaking at a forum, or whether you're appearing in one of the interviews at a publication. So all that comes under PR, and they have to be very, very in sync with the marketing team. Of course, with digital coming in, everything moving online, the traditional part of it, that metric of PR being successful if you had an ET feature on front page, now has completely changed to if you're appearing on the right platforms which are being consumed online, right? So that inclination has changed completely. So digital PR has become something that now people go with as the first step now, because that's the ask of the times that we live in, right? So digital PR, digital marketing are some of the courses that one can do, and there are many one can pick up to just upscale them and just upskill them.
Right, right. That's very important. So, what are the future career prospects? How is the role of a PR expanding, and how is it becoming more important with more aggressive marketing coming into play?
It's very important, like I said. So because this is the only medium that somebody else outside your organization is talking about you. So that sort of adds a lot of credibility to your story. I can be putting my ads everywhere, but if I don't, say, for example, I'm going to buy uh, an appliance for my kitchen, for example. I can go to a website, I can look at 10 flashy features, but I will not buy it till the time I see some reviews of the product, right? What are the real people saying? What are some of the recommendations that are coming in? And that's a good analogy to understand your organization can be doing 10 different things, but until and unless somebody else is, telling that story and
Yes.
bringing that sense of credibility, I think it's very important. Since I have been in the field of communications, I've seen that it has become a much more integral part than it was initially. It was seen as an isolated channel or isolated function initially, but now it's becoming more integrated, and hence the respect of the field is getting much more. And like we were talking about, there are many more queries coming in for PR now, because people are trying to understand what this is all about. I remember when I decided to go into PR, I till a very recent time I couldn't tell people exactly what I do,
Yes.
and they used to be like, "Are you in marketing? Are you in what do you do?" So I'm happy that that has become a mainstream conversation now.
Definitely. And I mean, I can draw another analogy. Whenever you talk of Tata Industries, people look at them with a lot of respect because they are known for their social service and they stand for a
Yeah,
cause and they are known for, so many better things they do for their employees. I think that is all the role of a PR. That is how you build the image of a firm or a company.
exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
exactly.
now the customer is getting more conscious, like you would want to buy a product which is animal friendly, which is environmental friendly, and then again the
Yeah.
PR has to promote that. Thank you so much for being with us, Kshitij. I'm sure your insights will help students a lot.
Thank you so much.
Right, students, so keep sharing and keep liking the video, and if you have any more queries and any inputs, you can put it down in the comment section.